Hi, everyone. Yes, so my portion of my contribution to this conference is not in here. The visuals are in the Campbell Gimbutas library, and there's an exhibit. So I'll be taking you all there, which means that some limitations are created on both sides of the live stream and in-person element. So I won't be mic'd for you up there. I will be for the live streamers. So you have the option, if you like, to stay here, and it will be live streamed in the room. But please come there to see everything, or we can swap because it's a small room. We're a big group. But I just wanted to give that disclaimer and apologize to the live streamers that you'll be coming with us. We have a camera up there, so you'll be able to hear me and see me, but the second half of the time slot is really for people to browse the library and look at the exhibit. So that's an in-person friendly thing, but we're here and we have to, enjoy the privilege of the things that we're with. Yeah. It's just a short walk. Yeah. No, just a short walk up the stairs. Yeah. Well, we are done with my slot at 9:45, I think.
Yes.
So we'll end maybe 9:40 to get everyone back here on time. Okay. I think that's all I had to say. I just wanted to, temper expectations on both sides. Okay.
Well, there's no tempering when you see this space. It is a temenos, if there ever was one, with Joseph Campbell on one side and Marija's books on the other. It's a perfectly beautiful thing. And it is a little small, but I don't think the group is too big, and we'll just work it out. And we are going to follow the Pied Piper up, and it's a library that
Okay. Thank you all for this experiment. Okay. Are we waiting on anyone else?
So I'm eager to introduce Devon. She's a very special person. She's a writer, an artist, a researcher. She's associate core faculty in the Myth program at Pacifica. She's also the curator of exhibits and events for the OPUS Archives and Research Center, and has served as contributing artist, scholar in residence, and special editions editor at the Philosophical Research Society in Los Angeles. She earned her PhD in myth from Pacifica. Her dissertation, Ultraviolet Concrete, Dionysus and the Ecstatic Play of Aesthetic Experience, won the Institute's Dissertation of Excellence Award. She holds a BA in interdisciplinary sculpture from the Maryland Institute of Art. Her experience in the arts includes founding an independent record label, Wildfire Productions, and working as an assistant to the director at the Dennis Hopper Art Trust. She is, I said that, it's quite amazing. She's currently working on a monograph about Noor Hall's work on the archetypal feminine, and in collaboration with Emily Lord Gambich, a book on Jung's engagement with the classics. So she's going to be our guide, our Pied Piper. People have been known to come in these doors and never be seen again.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you to Lance for envisioning this and programming this event, and to everyone who helped bring it into being, including our AV team here, a very extensive AV team. Yes. As my bio mentioned, I most of my familiarity with the goddess movement comes from working with Noor Hall, and I saw your faces light up. So I think she's mentioned, she knows some of you, and but it's been really wonderful for me to learn more about your histories and collaborations, and to get a better sense of this this history in general, and not just history, but present and presence. And so I did think that as curator, my best offering was to make an exhibit, so that we can see the actual things, the items from Gimbutas in particular.
I did want to recognize our other collections that couldn't come with us. Most of them live at Ladera, the other campus. And so if we were there, I would give you a tour of the stacks and all of those collections. And we have an in-house research library. We have a digitization lab. So if you've never been over there and you have time, I think the power's out today, but yeah, a little complicated to get there. But we have this beautiful space here that Lance has already appreciated. Our other collections, just so you know, and I know that you know, are James Hillman, founder of archetypal psychology, Marion Woodman, who could very well have been more a part of this conference too, Christine Downing, who I do have some items from in this exhibit, Adolf Guggenbull Craig, a colleague of Hillman and the Jung Institute in Zurich, Tony Joseph, I wonder if any of you knew him, astrologer and mythologist whose life was cut short, but I know he was a colleague of Marija. Rare book collections of John Sanford and a really amazing spiritualist book collection by Judge William Henry Barnes. That's a favorite. Joseph and Jane Hollister Wheelwright, Jungians, yes. Make sure I get everybody. Artist Katie Sanford, creative expression arts therapist Jill Mellick, who wrote the Red Book Hours, a very granular study of Jung's Red Book process. And of course, Marija Gimbutas. So I did not know her work much when I started at OPUS. I really started there because of being interested in Hillman. But I'm kind of grateful that I encountered her images raw, that they are so striking and stirring. And for anyone with a background in the arts or not, they really can change you. And her collection is the most visual. So when for her 100th birthday, UNESCO made her a centennial honoree. And in preparation for that anniversary, I created a larger exhibit about her at Ladera. However, that was 2020. And so nobody really saw it. So I brought some of those pieces back for this much smaller exhibit. Exhibit, you'll see, is a strong word. This is a display case. I couldn't fit nearly the amount I would have liked to, but it is designed to tell a small story of these punctuated moments, formative chapters in her life, as you'll see. I don't want to talk too much, but a lot of the story that has been told already by Charlene and Joan, you'll see those moments here, the Lithuanian crosses, the folklore. There are lots of replicas, get those images into 3D. And it'll give you a sense of the types of materials in her really, really vast collection, including symbol archives. I love that she called her study of the analysis of these symbols like an alphabet of the metaphysical. So I have some handwritten notes to that point, some notes from Chris's collection about Gimbutas, and then you'll see in the library itself a draft by Marija about Joseph Campbell. They were close colleagues, we know, and some other items. Her library has over 1,500 volumes in it, books on archaeology, religion, anthropology, myth, art, and so on, linguistics. The amazing Pacifica research librarian Mark Kelly is here and will help assist us in the library. So basically, you'll have time to take in this little display. There's a little more on display in the library, and then you can browse the bookshelves and we can pull items for you if you like to look at. So, but Mark does not want to be on camera. So if you want to, the camera's gonna have to stick with me. Let's see, I think that's about it. So yeah, we're just here to take it in and let's do it. So this is the small exhibit. So yeah, feel free to sort of stagger, and then other people can start in the library if you like. I'll duck into the library to help people in there be on camera. Santos, if you want, those are my main remarks. But if anyone has questions, we can get them on mic.
Is
Yeah.
this a lending library at all? Or
No.
Can you make an appointment? to
Yes.
come
So you can make an appointment to come visit and research.
Okay.
I've done it. There's some little desks you can see in the corner. Mark is here generously in place of Richard Buchan, our special collections librarian. If anyone ever met Richard, he is just not with us for health reasons today, but he is the great storyteller of this room. He's sort of an archetypal librarian, in my opinion, and so he really knows the books. And Campbell's books have all of his marginalia. I think someone over there is taking a picture of his ruler, so you might know the anecdote of him being asked, what is his meditation or spiritual practice? I think it's meditation, and he replies, underlining sentences. So that's the ruler he did that with from the New York Public Library. And those items are always on display here. You can see some of his own goddess replicas.
Where's Baba?
Oh, where is she? Everywhere. I don't know if there's a good book to pull in that regard. His statue. That one's not out here. I think it might be in a box at Ladera. I'm sorry, I should have taken requests. I pulled as many as I thought I could get away with. But this double-headed figurine is so fascinating. I'd love to hear all of you talk about that one.
What is this piece down here?
Let's see. So these are pieces that, Richard put out a long time ago. They look froggy to me. Oh, my mic. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's a cool one. 4 in a row. So yes, if you see, Marija's books are here and here, Campbell's all around. So if there are any titles that you'd really like to have a peek at, I or Mark can pull them. But this is a great shot. Well, just for a little catering to the live streamers, here are a selection of exhibits in the Campbell Library. This is Marija's draft for a talk she gave on the occasion of Campbell's 80th birthday, an event celebrating him at UC Berkeley. So this is called Before the Dawn of Heroes. Here are 2 examples in illustration proof form and replica form of a double-headed goddess figure. And here I pulled these because it's a good example of the different mediums that Marija documented her archaeological findings in. So photographs, hand drawings, probably on site maybe, and a slide from her excavation in Greece of Sesqua culture figurines. And then most of the exhibit is out here, so we can just get some close-ups for you. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Lance. Thank you. Yeah, it's a great privilege to do in such a small selection, but hopefully serviceable. So yeah, some photographs of Marija. I know we have the reflection coming in, lots of replicas, illustration proofs from Language of the Goddess, which I love finding those things. They're often playing with different scale and drafts of captions. We have some items from her life and studies in Lithuania and Baltic folklore, including one of these crosses that was discussed yesterday, and Joan, and the owl goddess that you picked out. I was so excited when you did that because it's the animal form that I chose. So for this exhibit because of the mask as well. Some items from her archaeology work and her symbol analysis, have some pottery shards, soil samples. This pen over on that corner is from the president of Lithuania. They visited on the occasion of her 100th birthday, and it really shows how important she is to Lithuania still. Like, hardly anyone saw the other exhibit I made, but I was on Lithuanian television because of it. So that's how important it was to them. So, and then we have items from Chris Downing's collection in the corner. She, of course, co-created the curriculum at the Myth program that Lance and Monica and I are a part of. And some notes about a lecture she gave on Gimbutas. And then at the bottom, just more like homage to her teaching and academic career. And then my favorite replica is that bull arm epiphany one that has a little bee goddess dotted into it as well. And then I thought people would like this one for the goddess, the kind of earth mother in all capitals. So those are tombs in the shape of a. If anyone on the live stream has any questions, I can answer them. Santos can tell me what they are. And but yeah, otherwise we can just keep touring around. I can go in here to see if anyone has questions. I think Mark's doing it. He's showing the big version that you had on screen already, Santos, of where the two came to their father. One of Campbell's first books and the first Bull Engine book. Big proof. for people to browse, and then we'll start the march back to South Hall.
Books that were in their personal
Yes.
collection of their estate. So
That's
anything
this
vertically-
whole place.
So these were all books that they.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, these were all books they used for research. So yeah, and then copies of their own books. There might be some in here, but those are mostly on the other campus. But yeah, these were the books that became their books, basically. Yeah, yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, yeah,
And there's more books.
yeah. But that's mostly, it's not like this. Although the one other thing that is like this is Marion Woodman's library is there. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
interesting because I haven't engaged as much with Marija Gimbutas' work.
Yeah.
For the past 3 or 4 years, I started with Marija,
Mhm.
which took me 2 years.
Mhm.
because it was kind of-
Yeah, yeah.
And then I read a couple of others. So I feel like that's actually maybe the starting point.
Yeah, yeah. Are you a Pacifica student? Or no. Okay.
But maybe I'll make sense.
Well, you can do a lot of it on your own. So yeah, yeah.
But are
Mhm.
Marija Woodman's archives available to visit? Public or do you have to be started?
No, the public is completely invited too. You just have to, it's just wise to make an appointment. There's some open business hours, but it's better, for everyone to, yeah.
It's interesting because I know that there used to be some of these publications
Mhm.
associated.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, her archives are available. We do have like some drafts and manuscripts. Her collection is primarily personal memorabilia, really. So I know. Yeah, it like says something, She didn't really save all the paper. Yeah. Yeah.
the body.
Yeah, it's the body, exactly. So that's primarily her collection. But yeah, you remind me I should tell the streamers I should tell the whole room that it's not just for Pacifica students.
Okay, I'm gonna take one more.
Yeah,
because I know
do.
we're at time.
Yeah, definitely. So Santos, I'll say something. I'm on. Okay. Okay. Yes. Just to let everyone know, I wanted to make sure I clarify that the archives are available to the public and not just to Pacifica students. Pacifica students get the special privilege of being around here more often, but anyone who's interested is available or is invited to make an appointment. So I wanted to make sure to say that. Okay. Oops, keep doing that. I don't know. I feel like this is a room you don't forget. It's really special to bring people in here and see it happen to them in the same way I remember it happening the first time for me. So yeah, these are all the books that made their books. And it's a pretty sacred place and a great quiet room to research in too. Yeah. Okay, we must begin our pilgrimage. This live stream that is, you're being carried around with us, this will cut now and you'll be picked up again in South Hall. Thank you all.